Kitepe Hakui, called Stony Joe Toku Ingoa. I'm a legal executive working in the employment law team at Toyohomai Legal. How would you like to be addressed? Just Pani is fine. Welcome, Pani. Thank you for coming today. Would you like some tea, coffee, or water? No, that's all right. Thank you. I thought I was meeting with my lawyer, Il, today. You know, Il isn't available today. She asked me to meet with you on her behalf to gather the facts of your case. My role is as a legal executive conducting this interview under her supervision and will work closely with her to ensure everything is received properly. You can be confident that all information you share today will be considered carefully and built upon by your lawyer. That's okay, as long as we can get through this quickly. Absolutely. So there's one last thing before we get into things. Would you be comfortable with me taking notes during this interview so we can accurately record your information? Yes, no worries at all. Great. Before we start, do you have any questions? No. Okay. Before we get into the details, there are a few preliminary matters we need to cover. Okay. Firstly, I'd like to talk about AML, that stands for Anti-Money Laundering. It is an internationally adopted standard to protect the financial sector from terrorist financing, money laundering, and other criminal activities. I will email you an information flyer for more details. Is that okay? That's okay. Secondly, the purpose of this interview is to understand your situation and how we can help. Everything discussed today will be kept confidential. Therefore, all information will stay yourself and the firm unless required by law to disclose. Also, I want you to know that this is an introductory interview. There's no any charge for you today. We'll send you a letter detailed our fees if you decided to proceed. If you want to discuss costs further, please feel free to let me know. Thank you. Next, I need to make sure there's no conflict of interest that could affect our ability to represent you, meaning we haven't acted for anyone else involved in this matter. If any conflict arises later, we will inform you immediately and explain how we will proceed. Our goal is to ensure that your legal representation remains ethical, transparent, and in your best interest. That's good. Finally, I'll explain how you can raise any concerns or complaints if you are ever unhappy with our service. We have an internal complaints process, and you can also contact the Law Society. Of course, I will send you information about how to raise concerns along with a flyer on our conflict resolution process. How does it sound? Sounds good. Great, that is all out of the way. So let's get down to why you are here today. Well, I've been working as an office manager at an accounting firm for 10 years. My income is the main support for my family. I'm a respected team member with high quality of work ethic. However, I was unexpectedly terminated, which shocked me. The company said it was due to financial constraints, but I suspect the true reason related to discrimination stemming from my culture, values, and practice. The new partners has made offensive comments about my use of Kalakia in meetings and my involvement in multicultural initiatives. I believe this plays a role in my dismissal. I expected to clarity on my legal rights and options, particularly regarding unjustified dismissal and discrimination, to prevent similar treatment of others in the workplace. I'm also concerned about how this affects my family and my future in job prospects. I came to your company hoping for support and guidance. I can only imagine how difficult this must be. I want to assure you that we are here to support you through this process. I will start build your case. Once we have compiled these facts, your lawyer will meet you and provide any legal advice tailored to your situation. Just to confirm, we have your contact details listed as the phone number is 027-645-6464 and your home address at 12 Main Street, Northtown, Auckland. Is that still correct? And may I have your email as well? Yes, all correct. My email is pani@hotmail.com. Thanks, Pani. I will add it for you to your file and everything is now looking good for future communications. How would you prefer we stay in touch? Email, phone, or in-person meetings? In-person meetings, please. Perfect. As we discussed, I will email you the necessary information as well as a letter of engagement. I also arrange a follow-up meeting at the late next week with Elle, your lawyer, to go over the legal aspects. Would next Friday at 10 a.m. work for you? Or is there a better time? Next Friday at 10 is fine. All right, just to summarize what we have discussed. Your main concern is being unfairly dismissed and discriminated against, particularly in relation to your cultural practice. You are seeking reinstatement, compensation to support your family, and workplace respect for cultural identity. The next step is for me to pass all information to your lawyer. We will review it and advise you of your legal options at our next meeting. Do you have any questions or concerns before we wrap up? No, that's all. Thank you for being open and sharing your story. You've done an excellent job today, Penny. I'll do everything we can to support through your legal process and work towards the outcomes you are hoping for. That would be great. Thank you so much. You are most welcome, Penny.